Hey guys, this is Sean Heenan from Digital Kebab. I'm here with a review of The Conjuring, the new demon possession horror movie from James Wan. After seeing the reaction online, I was a little surprised at just how standard a horror movie this is. It's a demon possession movie and it plays out like one, but it does contain real actors in the form of Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, and they really do a lot to bring the quality of this thing up. It's about a family who are being harassed. They have 5 daughters. Things are going bump in the night. Photographs are falling off of walls. The piano's playing itself. All of that sort of thing. And Wilson and Farmiga play a pair of investigators, paranormal investigators, who are asked to come and take a look at this house. And when they show up, they're frightened, because even with what they've seen before, this looks pretty bad to them. They play a couple who actually exist and wrote a book about this stuff. The film says it's based on a true story. I think that's probably a stretch. The movie does a lot of the stuff that we saw over and over again in Paranormal Activity. You know, people are pulled out of their beds by invisible forces, but it's not found footage, and that's a real relief. It's really well shot. It's a classically scary horror movie. It doesn't go for a lot of cheap jump scares and things popping out, and there's no musical cues designed to make you jump that I remember. It does use a lot of the classic ideas. There is a walled-off basement. If you move into a house with a walled-off basement, leave it walled off, and you know what, probably leave. I don't think it's the scariest recent movie. I think Sinister works a little better, but it does cheat a little more, so it sort of evens out. The Conjuring is probably better. The film does slow down a bit in the middle to help us get to know these characters, and that works. We care about what happens to them, which is pretty rare in a horror movie. I have problems with the way the movie ends. It seems like there should be an extra 20 minutes or so where everything comes to a head, and it just doesn't happen. It doesn't even seem like it's being left open for a sequel so much as it's just not resolved. That said, there is a sequel on the way. It comes from James Wan, who did Saw and Insidious, and I do mean just the first Saw movie, the good one. Insidious I didn't like very much, so it's nice to see him back on form here. I've pulled a few of the best scares out of this trailer. I think it's a little unfair to show a lot of that stuff, so if you haven't seen it elsewhere, do not go looking. If you're looking for a horror movie that will do a little more than the standard one, The Conjuring is your film. I'm giving it 3.5 stars, and you can see the full text review over at digitalkebab.com.